Guys, it's me, NRB12341 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new LEGO Marvel Avengers Endgame Iron Man Hall of Armor. The set number is 76125. It has 524 pieces, and we'll start off by looking at the minifigures. Guys, to start off, we're going to take a look at the Iron Man / Tony Stark minifigure in the set. Now, it's the exact same one from last year, same prints, same helmet, same everything. So what makes me mad, though, is in the Avengers Compound Battle set, they actually included the Mark 52, which is the newest suit that he's wearing in the movie. Now, of course, there is perhaps a reason he's wearing Mark 50 here and not Mark 52, but I don't know. It seems they were just trying to keep it exclusive to that Compound set. But anyway, he has the exact same face print from last year, has the usual face flipping thing gimmick. He has the screen pop-up face as his alternate face, and he comes with a little hairpiece. But moving on there to another minifigure in the set. So now moving on to the second minifigure of the set, here we have the Outrider. Now, this is the exact same Outrider that we got last year, which is a little disappointing, because every Avengers movie for LEGO sets, they usually give us a new minion. Of course, first one was Chitauri, then it was Ultron Sentinels, and now it's Outrider, and then Infinity War brought us the Outriders. But the new sets seem to just have the usual, just the Outriders from last year and a new Chitauri, which come in the Quinjet. But we get two Outriders in this set, same face print, same everything. Of course, has the little 4 arms that he had last year, and he has no leg printing this year, no arm printing, just the torso printing. And of course, if you remove the head, you get a nice view of the back printing, which is nice. So moving right along to the more desirable minifigures of the set. Moving on to, like I said, a more desirable minifigure of the set. Here we have our first Mark V suit. Now, the Mark V suit appeared in Iron Man 2. It also can be called the suitcase armor because it was in a suitcase in the second one. But it's very nice to get a minifigure for this suit finally, and it's actually it's a really nice minifigure. I like the printing on him. He's got the silver, of course, along with the red, black lines on the helmet, and if you lift up the faceplate, it's just a clear head. So nothing new here for heads, but it is a very nicely printed suit. The Iron Man suits in this set, of course, are ones that are supposed to be destroyed, so I'd like to see how they explain that in the movie, but we'll have to wait and see. For now, it's nice, though, to get a Mark V suit. Now, moving on to another Iron Man suit that comes in the set. Now, moving on to another Iron Man suit that comes in the set. This is the Mark 41 suit. Now, we did see this briefly in Iron Man 3, and LEGO did not make a minifigure for it because they only released one Iron Man 3 set. In my opinion, I think they should have taken the opportunity back then to make all these suits. It would have been really cool to see 42 different Iron Man suits, but they did make a few of them. They made 2 sets, actually. But anyway, this suit is black and gold, and we briefly saw it, like I said, in Iron Man 3. It gets destroyed. But it's very nice to get a figure of this, finally. Now, we have, if you lift up the faceplate, for all these suits, you get a clear head. Now, there are 3 suits that you get in the set. They're all exclusive. It's not wanting to come out. But anyway, you can see it in there. It's a clear head. But there's no arm printing, which bothers me. I think it could use some arm printing. But it does look like a nice suit. I really like this suit a lot. It really does. It gets rid of the gold and the red, which I still like, but it adds a new color scheme, which is very cool. I really liked this suit. And it's finally it's really nice to get it in minifigure. Moving on to the very last and possibly best reason to buy this set and best minifigure in the set. This is Iron Man Mark 1. Now, we have never gotten a LEGO Iron Man Mark 1. LEGO never made Iron Man 1 sets, so it's really nice to get this in this set. He has a clear head underneath, like I said, for all of them, but he doesn't use the usual Iron Man helmet design. You can see it uses the Wasp helmet from last year, which is very nice, and I really like that a lot. You can see he's actually not like, he's like the one he actually built in the cave, which is all just, you can see there's all the gears exposed, and then you can see it looks like the flame tank, and you can see that there is a Stark Industries logo there. A lot of nice detailing. It's done in this nice metallics, this really shiny metallic silver. And you can see that his face is very shiny, and you can see the dirt actually smudges all over his face. It looks really good. Actually, I really like this minifigure. Again, it might be the reason to buy the set. Now, LEGO, of course, never made this before, and this is our first look at the Iron Man Hall of Armor set. Now, you do get a few accessories, an accessory with this figure, and it's a jetpack. So if you saw in the first movie, Tony Stark, when he builds this, he has a jetpack on it, and you can actually attach the jetpack here. It's just easy. You can just attach it. It's done in it's the Stormtrooper Battlefront jetpack done in a dark gray with a little light gray stud on it, and then you can see there's a little fire coming out of it, which are just orange studs. But it looks really cool, and it looks a lot like that one. So if you can recreate the cave scene in stop motion if you really wanted to, and it looks really nice. And I'm happy that LEGO finally made this suit. Took them long enough, in my opinion. But now moving on to the rest of the set. Moving on to the actual set, we're going to start off by looking at this Igor suit. Now, this suit, LEGO's never done an Igor suit, and it doesn't work. The Igor suit in the movie looked very different and very much cooler. This suit is sort of a sad shadow of what it could be. Of course, it is in minifig scale, which I like, but it's missing the spine that he had in the movie, and when you can put a minifigure in there, but when you open it up, it's just flat. It doesn't look like a minifigure should fit in there, but you can just see there's studs, just attach them to the back of his feet, or legs, and then you can close up the suit. And I don't like this at all. Because you can see the minifigure is completely exposed from the sides. Now, maybe it would have worked if he had an undersuit, like a blue undersuit, but they didn't do that, so it kind of annoys me. Of course, also, this is on a ball joint, so you have to basically make it line up perfectly. Otherwise, if it's crooked, it'll look very off, and it looks bad. The head design also doesn't really work. I mean, I like that plate piece, the printed tile, but I do not like the jaw piece. The bottom jaw looks pretty bad. I mean, it didn't look like this in the movie. It was a lot darker, it seemed, as well in the movie, of a shade of blue. Also, the thighs, in my opinion, are far too thin. The arms are probably the best part of it, because I like these fingers that are used for it. They're actually really, I like that a lot. They're really well done. But, I don't like this at all. It doesn't look like Igor to me, and I liked the Igor suit a lot, so it's really sad to see this appear in the set, but it is in the set, and it's an Igor suit, so maybe down the road they'll improve upon that. But moving on to the actual set, we get 3 components to it. You get a little computer desk for Tony. Now it has a few, you can see that there's stickers on these computer screens here. Now, what's interesting is I noticed that Jarvis, his Matrix, is listed there, which is interesting because he's Vision right now. There's no Jarvis. So, interesting. Maybe there is some time travel going on. There's a blocked collar thing, some blueprints, a system error, it looks like, for a intruder alert. Looks like the Outriders probably have broken in. And that last one is just some, I don't know, just some little techie things. Then you do get a little coffee mug for Tony. Just sits right there. He has a little spinny chair, but it doesn't spin around all the way because the desk is in the way, gets in the way of it. But I do like it. It's a nice little computer build. These are just attached by little translucent blue lightsaber blades. And you can see there's an axle sticking out. That's to connect it directly to this. Now this is what you saw I was using to show you the minifigures. It's just an Iron Man take apart thing like the arms that they use in the movie. Now you notice, there's a little place for him to stand, and he's on a satellite dish. It's a little flimsy, just a blue satellite dish though, and the arms are to take off the armor. Of course, he never had these. This never existed. These arms were never there. I mean, I suppose they kind of were actually at points, but looked a little different than this, but it's nice to get it. It's nice to get something, at least that reminates that. Of course, you don't have to connect this to that. the little computer directly to the display stand. You can just connect it completely to the hull. And the hull is pretty cool. It's pretty nice looking. We'll take a look at that right along. Here we have the actual hull of Armour, which is the main part of the set. But, so I do like this. There goes the satellite. I do like this build quite a lot. It actually is pretty fun. Because, I mean, it's just the same stuff. But it is pretty cool. Like, you do get a bunch of accessories here. You can see that the Iron Man Mark 1 jetpack is displayed right there. You get a little stand with a wrench. On this side you have a little stud shooter and a power blast thing, a smoothie machine for Tony, which is an inside joke because I believe that the Malibu Mansion, or whatever it was called, I believe it was called Malibu Mansion, had a smoothie machine. And so that's pretty funny that this has that as well. So it actually is very cool. You get a little satellite that's just posable. You can just move that how you like. And then if you flip this around though, you do see that is a little annoying. I don't like that satellite that it does that. But you do see that there's a bunch of glass, and only 3 of them have this, but they're little blueprints for Iron Man suits. I'm not sure which ones they are, but it's very cool that they actually included that. And that brings me to my next little feature. If you take the little computer stand, you can actually plug it there, and if you want, you can remove the ladder or keep it there. And you can surround it so it looks like the Iron Man Hall of Armor is like all around the little computer desk. So that's pretty cool. It's a nice little feature. So it's very cool. I really like that. And if you buy, it makes you want to buy a bunch of them, because if you buy a bunch of them, you can just have a huge Hall of Armor and just display a bunch of suits there. You can make a huge circle, and it's very cool. I don't have any other Iron Man suits on me right now, but if you do this, you can remove these stands here and just start displaying suits. So you can display a bunch of suits right here. So it looks very cool. Now it's a very nice set, so that's pretty much it for the hallway. Now there is one more thing I forgot to mention, guys. There is a dummy included with the set, which is very nice. He has his little cap on. And he actually looks really cool. I wish there was a little print that said dummy on it, because that's what it is in the movie. He comes with a little fire extinguisher. Now, Dummy appeared in Iron Man 1, and he pretty much saved Tony's life. He just a little claw arm. He's got these little wheels, which I like, because I believe he came in the Malibu Mansion. I don't know if that one actually included wheels. I'm pretty sure it had treads on it, or something. But I do not like one thing about it, which is that these move a lot, and it's really... It's not that annoying, but it is a little bit annoying. But he looks pretty cool, so I do like him. It's pretty fun that we finally get a dummy again. Now he does come with, of course, there's a little few fire things here, so looks like the hull is on fire. So if you want to have Dummy put out a fire, I guess, because he does do that, I believe, in Iron Man 1. He has a fire extinguisher, so it's a little joke there. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the set, guys. I do like it a lot. There are a few problems with it. The Igor, especially. I really don't like that. In fact, I'm just gonna do that for now. So that's pretty much it, though, for my review, guys. The set was pretty good. I don't believe it's worth all that money. It's really expensive, and it's not much here. But it's pretty good. It's pretty fun to have. And of course, all the exclusive Iron Man suits are a definite must-have. So I recommend picking the set up, definitely. If you're an Avengers fan and a LEGO fan, definitely get the set. If you're an Iron Man fan especially, definitely get the set. And if you're a collector who likes collecting all the Iron Man suits, definitely get the set. So overall, it's a great set, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Hopefully I'll be reviewing another LEGO Avengers Endgame set. But if not, I'll still see you in the next review, so bye.